Hey everyone, this is Steven here, back at it again with another video. In today's video, I plan on going over 10 MLB baseball cards that you can buy for under $30. But before we get into that, if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more in the future, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. So now that we got that out of the way, we can get into the actual video here. And the main goal and purpose of this video is to try to help us identify or find some MLB sports cards that are around that $30 price point. I know over the past year or so with the pandemic and all the hype around sports cards, it's been extremely difficult to find cheaper sports cards and sports cards on a discount. So the main purpose of this video is to try to help us find some of these cards around the $30 price point. And I know that $30 still is a decent amount of money, but I was looking at Starbucks the other day, and the average price of a coffee is about $4 there. So if you, and I'm not saying you do go to Starbucks, but if you did go to Starbucks and you just didn't go to Starbucks for about 8 days, that would save you about $30, which would allow you to buy one of these cards. So if you think of some different areas where you could be spending a little more, if you just cut back a little bit, then that could help you save the $30 you need to buy some of these cards. And another thing that I wanted to note is that I am in no means trying to say that you should go out and buy or sell these cards. I'm just here to try to help you identify some cards that are around that $30 price point. Another thing to note is I did try to include PSA graded cards and then also some raw cards, and these are all of players that are currently playing right now. So with that being said, we can get into the actual video here, and I'm going to start off here with a fan favorite, and this is Fernando Tatis Jr. And I have two cards here. So the first card I'll point out is this Topps Archive, and this is his base rookie card, and this is in a PSA 9. And you can get this for under $30. And if you think about this, when PSA opens back up, we don't really know how much it's going to cost to even grade a card. I'm guessing it's going to be around the $20 to $30 price range. So you can currently get this Fernando Tatis Jr. rookie card of Topps Archive for $30. But once PSA opens back up, that could be how much it could cost to grade a card at PSA. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then another card I wanted to highlight of Fernando Tatis Jr. is his iconic 2019 Topps base rookie card, and this is raw, and you can currently get this card for around $30 raw. But again, raw pricing really depends on the condition of the card, and there's a lot of other variables that go into that, but you still can get this around the $30 to $40 price point if you look on eBay. So these are the two cards I wanted to highlight for Fernando Tatis Jr. The next player I wanted to highlight is another fan favorite, but this is Ronald Acuna Jr. And I have two cards here. The first one is this 2017 First Bowman rookie card of Ronald Acuna Jr. And this is in a PSA 9. At the beginning of this month, a PSA 9 sold for about $32. So if we round down, that's close to the $30 price point for this PSA 9 of Ronald Acuna Jr. First Bowman. So there is options there for some cheaper Ronald Acuna Jr. rookie cards. And then the other card I wanted to highlight, and this one is raw, but this is another pretty popular card. This has a really high population, but this is the 2018 Topps Update, and this is just the base Ronald Acuna Jr. with the bat up. This is not the bat down, but you can currently get this card raw for around $30. But again, that depends on the condition of the card and a lot of other variables that go into that. But if you're interested in Ronald Acuna Jr., here's two cards that you could look at that are around that $30 price point. The next player I want to highlight is an extremely undervalued player in my opinion. I'm not sure that he'll ever get the hobby love that he deserves, but this is Rafael Devers, and you can get his 2018 Topps Chrome base rookie card, and this is in a PSA 9. You can actually get a PSA 9. They're selling for about $27 currently. PSA 9 of this card currently has a population of 271. Rafael Devers just made his first All-Star game. He has won a World Series already. He's still a extremely young talent. He's not getting a lot of hobby love, and I'm not sure that he ever will. But as of right now, this card is currently around $27. So if you're interested in Rafael Devers, this could be a good time to look at some of his cards. The next player that I wanted to mention is Luis Robert, and his cards had a lot of hype at the beginning of the season, also last year. He did get injured, so his cards have been going down pretty significantly, but you can currently buy a PSA 9 of his Topps Chrome base rookie card. As you can see here, pretty nice looking card. This is in a PSA 9 with a population of about 1,600. You can get that for around $26 currently. I think that this could be a potential buy low candidate because his cards have gone down pretty significantly. I'm not personally the biggest fan of Luis Robert, but I do think that his cards have gone down a significant amount, and I think that there will be some hype built into his cards once he does make his return from the injury. So I think that just off the hype alone, you could potentially buy some of his cards right now as they are significantly lower than what they were, and then just ride the hype. And then if you were interested in selling, you could. But me personally, I'm not the biggest Luis Robert fan, but I do think that there is some potential with all the hype around some of his cards. And then if you're interested in some of the lower printed cards, you can look at his refractor. It's not in that $30 price range, but it looks like they're going for, one sold for about $50. So if you are interested in the refractor, which has a lower print run right here with a population of 427 in a PSA 9, those are going for about $50 to $60. So if you wanted a more high-end Luis Robert rookie card, you could always target his refractors in a PSA 9 for that $50 to $60 price range. But his base cards are currently going for under $30. The next player and card on this list is Cody Bellinger, and you can get his 2017 Topps Chrome number 79 base, and this is his rookie card here, in a PSA 9, and these are selling for about $30 right now, so $29, down about 44% over the last 90 days. So he did have that injury at the beginning of the season. He is back now. But this card does seem to be trending significantly down. So if you are interested in some Cody Bellinger cards, this could be the time to take a look. And you can currently get this rookie card for about $30. So I think that that's pretty cheap for a player that's already won an MVP and is still pretty young. And also on one of the biggest markets out there with the Dodgers. So the next card and player I wanted to look at and highlight is this Alex Bregman. And I know that a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of Bregman and also the Astros, which is very understandable, but this card is extremely cheap. So this is a 2017 Topps Chrome base rookie card of Alex Bregman in a PSA 9 with a population of about 925. And this PSA 9, the last sale was $15.50, so about $16 for an Alex Bregman rookie card. I know he's currently injured, not having the best year this year, but he has had a really good career so far. He's still fairly young, and he does have a decent amount of upside, but again, I know that Alex Bregman isn't everyone's favorite, and I'm not sure that the Astros are ever going to get Hobby Love again. But again, this is a $16 card for a PSA 9 rookie card of Alex Bregman in a Topps Chrome. So if you are interested in Alex Bregman, or if you're just looking for some cards on the cheap, this could be a card that you might be interested in. So the next player on the list today is Nolan Arenado, and this is his 2013 Topps Update base in a PSA 9. So this is a pretty good looking card here, and this one has a population of about 1,200 in a PSA 9. And you can currently get this card for, it looks like, around $35. So we are about $5 over that $30 price point, but if we round down, it's close to that $30. But this is another player that has had he's on the Hall of Fame trajectory. He is not having the best year with the Cardinals, but he has had an amazing career with the Colorado Rockies. And I know a lot of people say that it's due to the stadium they play in. It's very good for offensive players there, but he is an excellent defensive third baseman. He's had a really good career, and I think that, if you are interested in a player that could be on the Hall of Fame trajectory, Nolan Arenado could be a potential there. And his card is currently, his rookie card is about $35, so around that $30 price point if you're interested in some Nolan Arenado cards. But again, he's not having the best year this year, and he is outside of Coors Field currently. We'll see how that impacts his production moving forward, but as of right now, he's not having the best year with the Cardinals. But it's still, overall, he has had a very good career, and he's a very great defensive third baseman. The next player on the list that I wanted to highlight is a extremely hot player right now, but this is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and this is his 2019 Topps base, and this is the missing card number variation, so this one is technically a short print, even though there's still quite a few of these out there. But this is raw, and this card is currently selling for, looks like a sale at the beginning of July for around $31, so again, around that $30 price point. I did want to try to include Vladdy Jr. in here because he is an extremely hot player right now. He's just crushing the ball, and he's still a very young and talented player with a lot of potential ahead of him. So you can still pick up his short print rookie card raw for about $30 if you're interested in some Vladdy Junior cards, because I know a lot of his cards have significantly gone up over the past 3 months or so, but there's still some opportunity out there to pick up some of his cards for around $30, and this is just one example of some Vladdy cards. The next player that I wanted to highlight is one of my personal favorites, but this is Juan Soto, and I have two cards here. So the first one is the Topps Heritage 2018 rookie card, and this is the image here. So I really like the look of this card, and this one is actually in a PSA 9, and it looks like a PSA 9 sold at the end of June for about $23 of that PSA 9 of Juan Soto. So you can still get some deals, and Juan Soto's cards have gone down pretty significantly this year. So he's not having the best year. He's not having an awful year, but he's just not performing up to what he usually does. So his cards have gone down pretty significantly. As you see here, this $23 sale might be an anomaly, but it's down about 57% over the past 90 days. But you still can get these Topps Heritage PSA 9 rookie cards for around that $30 price range. So if you're interested in some Juan Soto cards, you can get a PSA graded card for about that $30 price point. And the other card I wanted to highlight is just his classic 2018 Topps Update base rookie card. And this one is raw, but you can currently find this card for around $30. And this is another pretty iconic card. It has a high print run. There's about, I want to say 18,000 out there in a PSA 10. So this does have a very high population report. But again, this is just at the $30 price point. So I think that the risk to reward seems to be there for Juan Soto, as his cards have come down pretty significantly. And he still does have a lot of potential ahead of him, as he's still one of the brightest young stars in the game. And then the last player I want to highlight today is Francisco Lindor, and this is his 2015 Topps Update base rookie card, and this is in a PSA 9. And again, guys, once PSA opens back up, the price to grade a card could be around $30 for just the standard economy submissions. To get a card of a great player, a rookie card of a great player for around $30 could end up being a pretty good deal right now, because we don't really know what the PSA pricing is going to look like once they open back up. But with that being said, this is his 2015 base Topps Update rookie card in a PSA 9 with a population of about 760. And you can currently get this card for, it looks like $28 was one of the last sales, $30 price point. This one's down about 75% over the past 90 days. So we know that Francisco Lindor has had a pretty terrible year with the Mets. But again, he's had a really good career under his belt so far, and he could potentially have a bounce back second half of the season or pick it up again next year. You never know. These MLB players, they tend to be pretty streaky. But again, Francisco Lindor has had a pretty good career, and he's just really struggled with the Mets. But if he can pick it up a little bit in the second half of the season or again next year, the risk to reward to these cards seem to be there, as it's only a $30 card for a PSA 9 of Francisco Lindor. So with that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you found this informative and also entertaining. If you did, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. Thanks, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.